Hey everybody, it's Marshall Mickey here, and this is going to be my Where is Evie video, but it's a rant video because I was overall very disappointed in Where is Evie, and I just very disappointed, and I needed to talk to you guys about it. My Descendants, Where is Evie, my other video about it, before it came, got so many views, so I thought if you guys really wanted to see some more, another video about Where is Evie, then this is the video to watch, because this is a total rant video. So I'm going to tell you guys the top worst things that was, in Where is Evie, or about Where is Evie. You guys know what I'm talking about, so let's get started. Number 5, false advertisement. Okay, so what this means is that we were advertised with trailers and promos saying that Where is Evie is all about what happens to, where does she go after Ben's coronation. This was so bad because once we watched Where is Evie, we really never found out where she was. We knew that she was somewhere outside of Ben's coronation, but we didn't know where. Like, was she still in Oradon? It looked like she was still in Oradon, but like, where exactly? We just never really found out where she is. Other than, she's somewhere near the coronation. So I felt like that was just so dumb. We never really got to find out where she is. And that's what they advertised. That's what they told us we were going to find out was Where is Evie. Yet we never really found out where Evie was. And that was something that I just had a huge, huge complaint about. So that was, one of the things I just didn't like about Where is Evie is that we really didn't find out where she was. Number 4, no story. So, as much as I love Sofia Carson and how great she is, she's a really great singer and a really good actress, but really what I didn't like about this music video was that, there was no story whatsoever. Now, when I was looking at the guide for Where is Evie, it said music video, so I was like, huh, okay, and everybody was commenting in my other video that it was a music video, so, I knew that it was going to be a music video, but yet music videos these days have so much story and so much to them that when you watch it, you get the full story, and with this music video, this is Descendants, people, this is connecting to Descendants. This is after Ben's coronation, so there could have been a huge amount of story they could have put in to this music video, and it was their opportunity to do that, yet they didn't take that chance, and they just gave us like a bunch of backgrounds and green screens and special effects that no one really wanted to see, because let's be honest, a story, in this music video would have been so much better. We kind of got some stuff at the end, which I'll talk about in a second, but that really just wasn't it for me. I feel like if a whole story in this music video would have worked, or it would have been in there, it would have worked, and it would have been really great, but yet we didn't get that. So I'm kind of like, ooh, we didn't get that, so, it's kind of like, to me, no, you know what I mean? So I just had to give that one a thumbs down as well. Number 3, barely ties into the story at all. Okay, so this music video, like I said, has no story, but this is tying into Descendants, the movie. Obviously, we know that already. And they've also confirmed with the whole ending part that it is going to be in Wicked World, tying into that as well. But there really is barely any, barely anything to really tell us, okay, this is what's going to happen. We know that this is after Ben's coronation because of the promos, but Evie didn't give us, anything. She didn't say, I don't know, I'm not a writer, I don't know how to write what she would say, but she didn't do anything rather than to tie us into the story, and, even though she's saying set it off, that's kind of tying it in. At the beginning, she's saying set it off, but not really. It kind of just was not anything good. I mean, to tie in those two things, which was Descendants, the original story, and then Wicked World. We didn't get that either. So I feel like that was something that I just didn't like, that it barely tied into anything at all, and it was just one music video, and it was super quick, and then it didn't tie into anything at all, which actually, this number 3 kind of ties in with number 4, where they don't have any story, so that doesn't tie us in. So it kind of makes sense like that, so they didn't do that either. Oh my gosh. Number 2, nothing really new here. Okay, so there really isn't anything new in this music video. That's something that I didn't like either. Okay, so we did get one new outfit from Evie, but besides that, and this new song, this remix, so it's kind of new, but other than that, there's really nothing new here that you guys should, that everybody saw, because there was really nothing new except for that outfit, and they just remixed the song. I feel like to me, they could have done something really great. Here's something they could have done. They could have made a bonus track for the Descendants thing and released it as a deluxe version that you could like get this bonus track. And they could have made another song and put it in this music video for Sophia to sing, rather than singing Rotten to the Core, which she kind of already did sing, because she was in that song. I feel like Rotten to the Core had its time to shine in the movie. Now you're just taking a really great song, remixing it, and putting one person rather than these amazing 4 celebrities that were already in it. So I feel like doing that just seemed to me like there was nothing really new to look forward to in this music video. And, you know, really, it was really good. Like, Sophia is a good singer, but I just felt like that we already heard Rotten to the Core, so let's give us something new. Because that kind of gave us a bonus track to buy. I bought Rotten to the Core. I have the song. I don't need this remix. You know, even though a lot of people do like remixes, I don't. It would have been really better. Like, most people maybe didn't want it, and they maybe wanted something new. So if, you know, they could have just dropped a bonus track, boom, that would give you more money for the track. You know, that would give us like another song to jam out to from this soundtrack, and that just didn't work either. They didn't do that either. So I thought there was a lot of things, like a lot of opportunities that they really missed, that they really could have done for this, you know, music video. Alright, so let's get on to the last one. Number 1, barely teased Wicked World. So at the end, Evie holds up her mirror and, you know, says what's gonna happen to us in the future, or whatever she said. And it showed animated Mal and animated Evie. Thumbs down. I felt like this was just weird, because the reason why I'm giving it a thumbs down is because they only showed animated them for 1 or 2 seconds, and then they just cut out. Are you kidding me? Like, I feel like that was so dumb, because this was just, like, not even, like, if I wanted to see a tease, I could just go watch the original teaser, and they would give us way more than just this. And really, they didn't even give us any much in that teaser at all anyway. Like, they didn't give us any. All we saw was them animated and said that it was going to be coming September, and we didn't get any really, you know, new things in that teaser either, rather than they were animated and it's coming in September. So doing this for 2 split seconds is not impressing me, because I've already seen this teaser, and that barely has anything in it either. Because that just means, you know, if it would have made sense if they would have done it before they confirmed Wicked World. That's what people are saying on Twitter too. It would have made sense, yet, you know, they just dropped it after that teaser, and that teaser barely has anything, and now this one definitely doesn't have anything new. So I feel like that also just really, really set me off this video. You know, because I just really did not. Thumbs down, guys. Thumbs down. Definitely a thumbs down. This was just bad. I feel like they could have done so much more. Now, the bright side is that Sophia Carson, you know, nailed her singing. I feel like her singing was great, and I feel like she was really awesome. She looked very beautiful in the video, and she's a great actress, and she's a great singer, and, you know, she's the best. But everything else, thumbs down. Major thumbs down. I feel like that was just, everything else was just horrible. They could have done so much more with this, instead of just one teeny tiny music video that barely had anything new. Didn't tease Wicked World at all. You know, didn't have a story. We never really found out where Evie was. So I feel like all that was basically a punch to the face to the fans. Because I feel like the fans, like, really love this movie. And, like, you gave them something really special. And putting this in front of us really just punched us in the face and took that away. I feel like, okay, here's this amazing movie. All these great songs. Now here's a teaser for, oh my gosh, where is Evie? There's more to the story. And then we get it, and it's like, oh, nope, it's just a music video with barely anything new in it. It's nothing really new here. And they just punch us in the face with that. False advertisement. They told us where Evie was going to be. Never found that out. And, like, all of this just was really a huge punch in the face for the fans. And I don't want the fans, including me, to go through that. Because I feel like now, where, you know, it just set us off because of this. Because, you know, now we're just barely getting anything. You know, and I feel like that punched the fans in the face. And I feel like, to me, it makes me feel like, I know this probably isn't true, but it makes me feel like they only did it for the marketing and the money, like, just to promote it. And I feel like that was something that was also a low blow to the fans, that like, to me, it feels like that's what they did, was just for, you know, promo and just promotion. And I feel like that is just, no, that's not acceptable. I feel like the fans deserve what they teased for us, is a thing connecting to the story, not something that's just barely anything at all. But, you know, nothing against Sophia Carson, nothing against the, you know, her singing or anything like that, but everything else, major thumbs down. So comment down below what you guys thought of Where Is Evie. A lot of people are saying they loved it, and I love the song, but everything else, and the singing, and Sophia, but everything else, definitely not. Everything else was just horrible. But leave your comments down below what you guys thought of it. Also, there are links down to my Twitter and Instagram if you guys want to go follow those, and all that jazz. There are links up there as well for other videos you guys can go check out. Updates, Vixen's tomorrow, so I'll make sure to watch that sometime when it drops. Make a video Wednesday. Wednesday, Gamer's Guide, I'm gonna, oh wait, actually no, I think Gamer's Guide is taking a break this week. So, I don't think I'll live tweet for that, because I don't think it's on. Thursday, I think a Villain Thursdays. Friday, probably a Hero Fridays. Saturday, there's a new Girl Meets World, I think. A new Girl Meets World and Bunked. So I'll do the videos for that Saturday. Sunday, a Monkey Talk and a Marveled Monkey. And then the whole week starts over. So thanks guys for watching us, and see you guys later. Bye-bye.